no one else here to speak in opposition, then Mr. Moon, you'll have a 5-minute rebuttal.
It seems as if the problem we're running into is an assumption as to the clientele that's going to be involved in supporting the operation. The assumption is that the clientele is going to be kids that break beer bottles, kids that smoke dope, all that kind of thing. I want to put aside that fear. I am not a teenager. I was a teenager. I drank beer. I smoked dope. I don't drink beer. I don't smoke dope anymore. And I can see the problems that you may see could arise. I've thought about them too. It is not going to be a problem, because I would like to make it I'm going to, if given the opportunity, make it a place where people with money are going to come. Not kids that are there for a good time. They can go and have a good time somewhere else. I want people that are going to have it, people that are going to be willing to spend it. On me, on you, on the city, on everybody. And I know people like that. Problem with parking. As I said before, the people that come there are going, because there is no alcohol and no food being sold, they're going to spread themselves out. They're not going to come just to come to the club itself. They're going to come to the local restaurants, and because you people, as neighbors, and hopefully friendly neighbors, would benefit from the clientele, because they're going to come to the place, and they're going to walk in for a while, and they're going to say, okay, I've heard some music, I've heard some funny jokes, let's go eat. Let's go get an ice cream cone. I go to that Baskin Robbins. I've been in there, I like it. Now, let's eat. I go to Galligaskins, I go to Fantasia. I use the print shop across the street to copy music all the time. I'm aware of the problems. What I would like to be able to do is convince you that those problems will not arise. Because if I'm going to be involved with it, I will not allow them to rise. Otherwise, the people that cause those problems, the people that are interested not in spending money, in going out to be entertained, are not going to come there. I'll get rid of them. It's that simple. Also, as far as the parking goes, I would like you people to consider the difference between a small amount of parking spaces. Perhaps, what were the numbers? I forget the numbers. Somebody quoted some numbers, parking spaces.
I think it was
44.
44.
44. And how do you come about the number that the club would require 34 and there would just be 10 left? How did you come up with that?
There's a specific formula in the zoning ordinance. There's a designation for the use that you've proposed relative to the size space that's there that grants a specific answer of how many parking spaces are appropriate under the zoning ordinance for that proposed use. It's a simple mathematical maneuver.
It's a mathematical problem. All right. We have this mathematical problem, and we have this, we would like to solve the problem. Let's find a way to solve it. Let's not let it get in the way. Let's solve the problem. I would like to do that. I would like to solve the problem. I would like to work with you people. I would like to work with the city, because I can do the same thing. I can do the same thing in this town that others have done in New York and in Los Angeles. I can do it. I have the talent, I have the ability, I have the brains, I have the know-how, I have the people. I can do it. All I need is the opportunity, and I will do it. And I can guarantee you it would be much more beneficial to you people, the people that built this building, which is standing over, in fact, a place that a band called the Excavation Orchestra that I and a friend that is currently living in town started. It began at a place called the Mine Shaft, which is probably right about 100 feet over that way now. They didn't erect a tombstone, but it was there, and we were there, and it succeeded. The part that we had to do with it worked. It did work. And I have a record to attest to it. I have a lot of people that will say, yeah, that was good. Let's hear some more. Let's sell them. Sell, sell, sell. And I
Mr.
want
Moon, could you bring your...
You got a minute?
Your time is about up. Could you
Okay.
bring it to a close, please?
All right. All I'm asking is the opportunity to work with you. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. That's not the intention. I want to work with you. I want to help. First of all, I want to make it work for me. It'd be dumb to say otherwise. But I also, because I also want it to work for you, it would be silly for me to want to go into a business and have my neighbors be mad at me right off. That's dumb.
Okay, thank you.
I can't think of anything
Mr.
more.
Moon,
Okay, there's a question.
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
if we charge you with those 34 parking spots,
Yes.
leaving just 10 for the rest of the shopping area, how many hours will those 34 cars stay there mathematically?
I can't answer the question because I don't understand it. Ask it again.
I've been trying to get out of you hours.
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 I don't know. You
know,
tell
are
me.
you going to open at 8 o'clock in the morning and close at 8 o'clock at night? Are you going to open at noontime and be open until 4 or 5 in the morning?
I'm not going to cause trouble.
That's not an answer.
It's not a question either. I don't know the answer to your question because,
Well-
first of all, I have yet to obtain control of the property. In fact, I haven't even obtained permission from you to do what I want to do, so I can't possibly answer your question. I would love to be able to answer your question,
You
but
would
I
love
can't.
to have 34 cars.
I would love to have 100 cars. I would like to have 1,000 people wandering around, not just for me, for everybody. Let's do it. We're here. This is a city that's growing. This is a city that's going to do a lot. You're sitting in a building that was erected exactly November 11th, 1978, is exactly 1 year after the band, the big band, 20-piece band that we had at the Mine Shaft started. We started on November 11th, 1977. If any of you would like a copy of the record album that in fact says that and explains to you how much the city of Arlington meant to the band and how much the band and the people involved with it could mean to the city of Arlington, the state of Texas, and the United States of America, I'd be glad to bring you one in and autograph it.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right. Are there any other questions? Thank you, Mr. Moon.
Thank you.
We will declare the hearing closed.